Sutherland, how long do you sit in the makeup room in the morning at 6 o'clock to make this marvelous face?
As in when they have it complete, yes, like you saw yesterday.
Yesterday, yes.
It's about 3 hours. It takes, because it's all. I mean, they have the plastic eyebrows and the plastic nose and the plastic chin. It takes about 3 hours.
And in the evening, after the shooting?
To take it off, about half an hour. Half an hour to get the rubber off and get the hair off, and then about another 15 minutes in the bath to get the mess off. But that's about how it does.
What was your first reaction when Fellini told you his image of Casanova, this one with the nose and so on?
Well, what happened? Well, I came before to do just that, to do makeup tests, and we did I keep calling it a death mask, but it isn't. It's the plaster mask that they make of your face. And they did that, and he had 7 or 8 of them made so that he could do whatever he wanted with my face. But it was fine with the chin. I thought it was terrific. It was a bit disconcerting to have, I had about that much shaved off my teeth, which was, that's something you say, okay. Well, and to have the nose put on was fine. To have the hair shaved was, well, it took a couple of days to get used to the idea of doing it, and then we did it, and then we shaved off the eyebrows, and it's okay, it's fine. It's, in fact, the realization of the character through the makeup is wonderful. For me, it's terrific. It's easy to use, and it truly conveys for me something out of the 18th century, you know, Settecento.
Yes, that's true. Do you speak Italian?
No, I take lessons in Italian so that we can make some effort in communicating with each other in his language, because it's a little unfair to force him all the time to speak in English, but my Italian's not very good. It's just...
And do you understand the master, Fellini's English?
Oh, sure, yeah. But it's too bad, because when I hear him speaking in Italian, his Italian is so lyrical and wonderful, yes. And then the sentences are long and varied, and just by reading, I have 2 copies of the script. I have the Italian copy and the English copy, and you can see some of his Italian is just not translatable, because it's so complex and so lyrical and so varied.
Also, he's making jokes on the set, in Italian jokes.
All the time. Those I understand now, though. Yeah. They make fewer of them, but I begin to understand. It's good. It's terrific.
You are not the typical Italian lover in Casanova, of course.
What do you mean by that exactly?
Brown hair and you know.
I look quite a bit like Casanova. I mean, in terms of the way Fellini has put it all together again, in terms of height, in terms of physical structure. And the other aspects of being a typical Italian lover. Casanova was not really typical. He had a capacity to forget the past completely and to live totally in the present with a permanent and perpetual hope of a beautiful future. And as a result, he was able to love everyone, to love each woman that he became involved in. He loved, and he thought that he had an infinite future with her. And then after a little while, he realized that the future didn't exist, and so he took care of her future constantly. He arranged marriages, he gave gifts, he did all those things. But he was not deceitful. He did not lie. He loved women, and my sensation about the typical Italian lover, I mean, the stereotype that's projected is one of machoism and self-centeredness, a kind of egocentricity which is more in conjunction with that image of Don Juan, who was a completely different thing than Casanova. It's like working in silent movies all the time, even though you're talking, because we don't shoot direct sound here. We record always, but we will redub the whole picture in the studio later. So as a result, if you make him in a sentence like that, he will say go back and do it again. And the music is there always to it's just like in silent movies. They used to play music. They had full orchestras to induce the actors to feel and project what the director wanted. And the only purpose of an actor in a film, I mean, directors create the characters, actors don't. Actors create characters in the theater, but they don't in the cinema. A director creates it with montage and with the selection of takes and whatever. So that the only thing that you can hope to do is to understand the director as well as you can and participate and contribute to his process, to his filmmaking process, to the kind of character that he wants. So that Fellini conjures up all these wonderful images, and it just makes the work easier because it becomes